Hello Sagittarius, welcome to my channel. This is Victoria at Radiant Moon Tarot, and this is your weekly reading for October 4th through 10th, 2021. If you're new to my channel, hello and welcome to you. And if you're returning, welcome back. I'm truly grateful for all of your likes, shares, subscribes, and your wonderful energy. So let's get right into your reading. We have a new moon in Libra on October 6th, and this is all about balance, harmony, seeing the truth of things, uncovering truths to things, finding justice, all of those wonderful Libran energies. The new moon is also a great time to set your intentions if you're on a manifestation journey. Start something with a clean slate, if you will, all right? And we also do have Mercury in retrograde. And Mercury in retrograde is in Libra. All right, and that's until October 18th. So communication is really very much highlighted for you. Some people, just pay attention to your emails, run your spell checks, watch your words, all right? But this is also a great time with the Libran energy to speak up for yourself as well. Speak your mind. Some contracts and negotiations may actually be really highlighted. Just try not to make any kind of rash decisions, okay? So we can all survive Mercury retrograde. It's all kind of how you deal with it. All right, so just be a little bit more cautious than you normally would with your communication, with your decision-making process, and all of that. All right. Let's see what we've got coming in for you. We've got joy and delight. Well, who doesn't need a little bit of that, Sag? All right, the joy and delight. This is wonderful. This is about being open, being receptive to having some fun, welcoming in new people, new situations, things that are just really better for you, right? This is something that is delightful. So you may have a surprise heading your way in the week ahead, okay? Something that really just lifts your spirit, something that is wonderful. It can be something as simple as, in your workplace, maybe someone brings in some home-baked cookies or something like that. All right, some home baking, and it's like, oh, everyone in the office, everyone loves that office day when someone brings in some goodies from home, right? It's like everyone turns into a little kid again. All right, it may be that you've got some other little surprise. Maybe if you have a significant other, they may surprise you with something. All right, but this is also about finding the joy in just the smallest things, the simplest pleasures, tapping into your inner child, maybe spending some time with your children if you've got them. All right, doing something a little bit fun. All right, taking that time out for yourself. All right, we also have forgiveness. This is numerology guidance, so card number 96. So watch out for the 9s, the 6s, the 69s, 96s, repeating numbers, messages coming in here for you. And this is about forgiveness. All right, and this is about finding peace in your heart, letting things go, finding your way forward past any current or past situations that have been leaving you energetically drained, or the energy that you may be carrying with you. There may be a situation that you're dealing with in the week ahead that requires you to extend an olive branch. You may be acting as a mediator in a situation, okay, or maybe you're taking the high road. All right, forgiveness is very important in the week ahead. And sometimes we get ourselves in a situation where we need to just let something go. We need to drop an argument. It's like, you know what? Is this really worth fighting over? Is this really worth arguing over? Right? And sometimes it's really not. Okay? Sometimes we just agree to disagree and move on with our day. All right? But again, there may be something that is preventing you from finding your bliss and your joy and your delight, because there may be something that you're hanging on to. And when we talk about forgiving people, situations, it's not about them. It's all about you. All right. Finding that forgiveness in your heart brings you inner peace, brings you a little bit of joy, right? And sometimes anger is actually grief in disguise, especially if someone has done us wrong somewhere in the past. We don't want to admit that we're actually grieving. So it's easier to tap into anger. All right, but by holding on to things and letting things fester, it actually doesn't do us any good, right? So when we talk about forgiveness, and I do get the odd comment on my channel about, no, I can never forgive this person, and this person did this, and blah, blah. And it's really quite unfortunate because that means that that person who is holding on to that negative energy will not be able to find their true joy and will not be able to appreciate even the most simplest things in life. So there may be something there that is really highlighted, especially with the moon cycles in the month ahead, where we do need to let something go. We do need to allow ourselves to grieve, to heal, all right, and to find a way to detach from that energy. You can work with crystals. You can also do cord cutting meditations, okay? You can also just look in the mirror and say, I forgive you. Okay, and this can also be about forgiving yourself from something as well. Okay, and sometimes finding forgiveness, finding a way to forgive ourselves. As humans, we do tend to hold on to other people's issues, and we do tend to internalize things, and we do tend to blame ourselves for even something that someone else did wrong, right? Because sometimes it's easier to blame ourselves than really point the finger where it really is meant to go. But so we can also be finding forgiveness and healing within ourselves, all right? And it can be very freeing. All right, so see what your tarot has to say. We've got the Nine of Cups. Now this little guy has been showing up. I think this is like the third time that he's come out. All right, so the Nine of Cups is wish fulfillment energy. The Page of Cups, oh, there's that surprise, there's that joy, there's that something new, some good news. That's all awesome. All right, we also have the Five of Cups coming in. Well, you know what goes up must come down. All right, we have advice from Spirit. We've got the Six of Pentacles and blessings headed your way. We've got the Four of Cups. So a lot of watery energy, a lot of emotions coming in for you in the week ahead. Now the Cups energy brings in emotions, okay, but also brings in creativity as well. All right, so you may need to take a creative approach to something in the week ahead. All right, but you may also be setting some intentions for a manifestation journey because we start out with wish fulfillment with the Nine of Cups. All right, so this is wishes coming true. This is your dreams coming to fruition. This is really a very wonderful, very positive, very magical time in your life. Good fortune heads your way, personal contentment, joy, delight. Look at that. See how that works? All of those wonderful things. This is also, if you're on a manifestation journey, this is also having trust and faith in the universe, all right, that everything will work out exactly as it's meant to. All right, things will run their natural course, and really trusting that your manifestations will come to fruition, that your goals will be achieved, that whatever is meant for you will never pass you by. All right, and it's really feeling the magic in the air with that. All right, and we have the Page of Cups coming in here as well. Now, the Page of Cups, first and foremost, can be some good news coming in. All right, it can be part of that joy and delight. It could be a little bit of a surprise. The Page of Cups does usually come about with a little bit of a surprise, something that makes you really happy. All right, so it could be something as simple as, spending time with your children. The pages represent children as well. Having a little bit of fun, right? You see that dolphin in the background there. Dolphins do like to have fun, but dolphins also really stick together as well in their little family pod, right? And you never just see one dolphin, right? You always see a whole bunch of them. Okay, so there could be something very creative, very inspirational, very surprising, something very fun that you do in the week ahead. All right, certainly some good news headed your way. Now, this can also possibly be a romantic endeavor of some sort as well. Okay, it can be possible new person coming in. The pages can represent people as well. Something that is, just kind of like the seeds, the start of something new. Okay, something that kind of gets the juices flowing a little bit, right? Something that kind of like sparks your interest. It can also be, an invitation to, to something fun, right? Maybe you get an invitation to someone's birthday party, or maybe even a company function or something like that. All right, but something that is, that joy in the simplest things. Okay, it can also be tapping into your inner child, and also really being connected with your higher self, right? The Cups energy can sometimes, quite often, the water is connected with spirit. Okay, so it could be some increase in your spiritual awareness, shall we say. And, the pages can also represent children. So you may also have a focus on your children in the middle of the week, right? Maybe you get an invitation to one of their events and it's just kind of pleasing and it's just kind of fun. And, it's really kind of a little bit fulfilling, right? Especially if they're like up on the stage doing a presentation or something like that, right? Just makes your heart fill with joy. All right. But we also do have a 5 of Cups. Now, the interesting thing is we do have this new moon energy that's coming in here for you this week, right? So again, if you're on a manifestation journey, the 5 of Cups can really be highlighting for you to focus on what you want to attract into your life. Manifest from a place of abundance, not from a place of lack. And quite often, I do hear people, it's all a learning curve. Don't worry about it. Okay. It's, we're not born with all of this knowledge necessarily. Some people are, but, quite often it's a learning curve. And if you are on a manifestation journey, we want to make sure that we focus or we set our intentions for what we want. Never, ever, ever, ever what we don't want. Because whatever our focus is, wherever we set our intentions, is actually where our energy goes. That's where our energy flows. And that is what we're putting that energy to. And that's what we inevitably end up attracting into our life. So let's say you are looking for, let's say, new romance, since we have a page of cups there. All right. And you're trying to attract new people into your life. Okay. Even new friendships, partnerships, any kind. All right. And when you're setting your intentions, when we have a 5 of Cups, you might say, you might write something down if you have a vision board or something, or maybe you're just writing like abundance checks or something like that as well. And however you do your manifestations, there's not really like, one size fits all thing. All right. There's some people really complicate the hell out of it. I saw one manifestation thing online somewhere. It's like 25 steps to manifestation. I'm looking at it going, I'm bored just reading your title. Okay. Like seriously, 6 is about your maximum. All right. Anything more than that is too much fluff and flutter. It's not necessary. Okay. But, but let's say you are attracting new people into your life, right? And instead of saying, I don't want a liar. I don't want someone that's afraid of commitment. I don't want someone immature, right? And I don't want. Well, the universe doesn't really hear the I don't want part. What it hears is liar, immature, non-committal. See where I'm going? Whereas, and that's where you end up putting your intentions, right? And so the universe doesn't really hear the I don't want part because we're focusing on those keywords. So instead, focus on love, trust, honesty, commitment, fun, joy. All right, all of those things, right? So if you're saying I want a new, thank you for sending me a new romantic partner. Okay, be thankful because they're already here energetically. Okay, another key to manifestation. Okay, believe that they're already here. So thank you for sending me a new romantic interest that is honest, trustworthy, kind, loving, committed. See the difference in that? Okay, so that is a reminder for someone out there, if you are in a manifestation journey, and we do have the new moon this week, all right, to always manifest from a place of what you are attracting in. Be thankful, be grateful, and attach positive energy to it. All right, but there also may be something that you're dealing with in the week ahead that maybe doesn't entirely go your way. All right, the 5 of Cups can be one of disappointment, okay, of being focused on problems rather than solutions, or even, God forbid, expecting the worst. Right. Sometimes, we do get those people and they're like, it's the difference between like the glass half empty and the glass half full. And sometimes people really do go through life planning for the worst, just in case, like a contingency plan. And in some circumstances that may be necessary, especially if you're in a workplace or something like that. All right. But, in our day-to-day lives, I don't know, not so much, right? Because if you're planning for something to fail, then ultimately it may fail. So, sure, having a plan B, but, that may actually be really more about thinking on your feet. But the focus here when we get the 5 of Cups is sometimes we focus on what we don't have instead of seeing the opportunities that are still in front of us. So there may be something here, you may be getting really excited about something, and then maybe your plans go awry. All right. And, there's still 2 cups standing here, right? There's 3 that are spilt, that are knocked over, but there's 2 here still standing. Okay. So, you may be excited about something in the middle of the week, and by the end of the week, maybe your plans don't go exactly the way you want. Maybe if someone gives you an invitation to somewhere, all right, and I don't know, maybe if you're planning on going out for dinner, let's say for a romantic dinner or something like that, or a dinner with friends, okay, maybe your favorite restaurant is closed that day, or maybe a couple of your friends can't make it. Your plans may even get canceled or postponed until the next day, right? There's still an opportunity there, all right, but it's just things didn't necessarily quite go your way. Now, the 5 of Cups also does show a need to release negative energy, because it is one of grief, of sadness. All right. And, if something from your present or your past hasn't gone your way, all right, or you have experienced a loss, okay, or something that maybe requires forgiveness, okay, your path to healing is examining your feelings, okay? All of your feelings are valid, all right? We don't want to bottle things up. That's when things tend to explode, all right? But there is that need there to shift your focus. So examine your feelings, process your feelings in some way, especially if you're trying to work through some sort of grief, because 5 of Cups can be bereavement as well. And, sometimes anger, of course, is disguising grief and bereavement kind of energy there. All right. But, examine it. But then we need to turn a new leaf. All right. We need to really try and look at the bright side. We really need to try, we really do need to try and find forgiveness, not just of situations or people that have been in our lives, but also ourselves internally. All right. And that puts you back into focus, and that has you keeping on moving forward. Okay, so there might be something there that you're dealing with, and you might be tapping into the moon energy in regards to that. Okay, and the new moon is usually where you wipe the slate clean, right? You start something fresh. All right, a new beginning on the horizon there. Okay, and something a little bit more uplifting, a little bit happier. Okay, and we do have something new coming in here for you, all right, and something that is being guided towards you. So we do have some really good news coming in, but sometimes to appreciate the new that's coming in, you do need to let go of the old. Even letting go of expectations. All right, because we've got a 4 of Cups as blessings coming your way, and sometimes we do need to let go of expectations, and we do need to be open and receptive to different things that look a little bit different than what we actually thought. All right. Your advice from Spirit, we've got the 6 of Pentacles. Now, the 6 of Pentacles is the law of giving and receiving. It's also a card of charity, and this is really showing you that everything that you ever put out comes back to you. So we want to make sure energetically that we're putting positive vibes out there. Again, that 5 of Cups, right? And actually, I forgot this card was even here. That wasn't really the message that I was channeling there, but anyways, we'll take it. The 6 of Pentacles reminds you that whatever you put out comes back. When you have plenty, give back to others. That way, in your times of need, then there's helping hands coming back your way. All right. So when you are setting your intentions, make sure you set your intentions from a positive aspect, from a place of abundance, a place of good, a place of positivity. And that is what you will attract back into your life. All right. So that's big advice from Spirit, because that's where a lot of people really kind of get derailed on manifestation journey. But then you have to be patient. Patience is a virtue. Okay. So we do need to be patient, because our manifestations don't necessarily come to fruition immediately, right? There's a reason for that. There's always that buffer of time between the time we set our intentions to the time when we actually start to see things happening. And the reason is if we instantly manifested every thought, every feeling, every emotion, every single minute of every single day, we'd be spending all of our spare time cleaning up the mess that we've made. So there's always that little buffer of time there. It's for our own protection, all right? And our human, way of thinking, instant gratification, fear of missing out, all of those things, sometimes have us getting a little bit impatient. All right. But Spirit also says here that there may be a little bit of a surprise headed your way. We have 3 cards of surprise here, Sag. Okay, the 6 of Pentacles, there may be some financial surprise coming your way. We've got the 4 of Cups. There's some emotional surprise coming your way, maybe some romantic, maybe some offer coming your way. And the Page of Cups, which also brings a little bit of a surprise headed your way. Okay, so I think some of you are actually in for quite a really fun little week, okay? And it could be something to do with money, all right? It could be invitations, it could be romance, okay? It could be people, whatever it happens to be, all right? It's a very uplifting energy. So expect the unexpected this week, I'm feeling here, Sag, okay? So the 6 of Pentacles also is a reminder, okay, because it is sometimes a card of charity as well, right? And we already said that when you have a lot, maybe give back to others. And that way, we don't give with expectations necessarily, but just know that when, for all of the good that you put out there now, in the future, in the past, when you really need it, that's when things come back to you. All right, so there may be an opportunity here for you to actually help someone else, whether that is with time, knowledge, maybe you give someone some advice, yes, maybe you loan someone some money or give someone some money. Actually, you might not necessarily expect it back, all right, because this 5 of Cups here, this may actually be a situation you're dealing with where you may actually help someone find forgiveness or help someone through their grieving process, especially with this Page of Cups coming out here, okay? Because this Page of Cups can bring some healing to a situation as well. So either you are helping someone else heal, you are finding that healing within you there as well, okay? So, but the 6 of Pentacles can also represent the opportunity to pay off a little bit of debt, okay? Or if you need to borrow some money from somewhere, all right, borrow wisely. Don't borrow more than that you need, especially with the Mercury retrograde there. If you're signing a contract or something like that, just pay really close attention to the fine details. Not that there's anything necessarily wrong with it, but just to make sure you know exactly what you're getting into. The blessings headed your way, okay? The 4 of Cups. There is a magical opportunity. There is something coming your way, something that you don't quite expect, something that may look a little bit different than what you thought. And possibly even something that you thought you'd lost is found again. Something that's guided towards you. But there is a need to be open and receptive. And when we have the 5 of Cups here, you see how we have 3 cups spilt? Well, here we have 3 cups upright and a new one, something bright and shiny coming back in as a blessing. So, when we look at these 3 cups that are standing or these 3 cups that are spilt, we're looking at things that we don't have or things that aren't exciting. Or, it could be, again, that there's something lost is now found. This can be an aspect of you. It can be an opportunity that comes back around. It could be a person that comes back around. All right, whatever that happens to be in your situation, this is a blessing for you. But we need to shift our focus. We need to be open. We need to be receptive, all right, to people, situations, opportunities, okay, healing, forgiveness, okay, all of those things. Because if you look at this guy, he's kind of disconnected. He's not really not really interested. He's not really even appreciative of what he's got in front of him. And here's an angel hiding behind this tree with this little cup of joy, little cup of love, little cup of opportunity saying, hello, can you please lift your head and look to the side because I've got something nice for you. All right, so there is a need there to shift the focus and to be a little bit more positive and maybe to look at alternate opportunities and alternate possibilities as well. All right, because, sometimes we do set our manifestations, all right, and we do know what we want, but sometimes, Spirit always sends us not necessarily what we want, but what we need. And that sometimes looks a little bit different of what we're expecting. So there is the need there to be open and to be receptive. All right. And that's the blessing that's coming your way, is the ability to see things from a different angle, a different perspective, and an ability to see the new, the good, the opportunities that are headed your way. That cup, is that page of cups? Is it something else, right? Whatever it is that you're hoping for. And that's that reminder from Spirit to be open and to be receptive, and also to attach positive emotion, all right, to what you are manifesting into your life. All right. I'm going to leave that there for you guys. All right, Sag. But I'm going to close out your reading here. Oh, interesting. I just noticed. Thank you. I just got drawn to it. The forgiveness card is card number 96. 9 of Cups. 6 of Pentacles. 9696. See, we've got repeating numbers for you already. All right. We also have progression. We've got 4, 5, 6. All right, so some progression there as well. So pay attention to those 9s and those 6s. I almost missed it. I was actually just doing a little bit of a scan to look for those repeating numbers, and I'm just like, oink, right back there. All right, so one last piece of information or advice or wisdom for Sagittarius, please. Thank you. And what do we have? We have hold your vision. All right. Trust in yourself. Hold your vision. Stay the course. Okay. This is stay true to your dreams. Stay true to what you want. Stay true to what you want to attract into your life. Stay the course. Hold that vision. All right. That vision of the future, of new, of improved, of whatever whatever is important for you. What are you wishing for? What are you hoping for? Okay. Hold your vision. Okay. Be patient. Be open. Be receptive. All right. I'm going to leave that there for you, Sag. I hope there was something in this reading that resonated with you in some way. It went a little bit long. Whenever I've got a challenging card there, I do take a little bit of extra time with it just for you. Anyways, but I hope there was something in this message for you. If there was, please don't forget to like and subscribe. I hope you have a great day. I hope you have a great week. All right. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.